www.convo playout track.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Mad Red United. I'm Adam. Yep, still away, still in the hotel room, but it's nearly time, innit? What are we talking about? It's football. It's back. Premier League is back this weekend. Well, we say weekend, it is Monday night against Chelsea, but at least we can actually start to analyse what is actually going on and how we can look at the game going ahead and what team we can expect to play. Talking about some normal stuff. Obviously, after my last video, a little bit of something different while we was on the winter break. We had the obvious meltdowns from people. You can see in the messages on that video, just losing their shit simply because I was calling out certain players, not listening to the whole video again. As usual, jumping on, Adam's just a Brexit Manchester United fan, I'm a waste of time, this and that, a load of bollocks, the usual crap that you come out with without watching the full video and listening to exactly what I'm saying, but that was expected. I did say that, and you did not let me down. Thank you for giving me a laugh again. I must say, I do enjoy listening and reading the stupid comments that some of you come up with. Not everybody, obviously. I do appreciate all the comments and people getting back to me on the videos, but there are the lemons that just don't listen and don't understand what I'm saying, even though I plainly explained it and broke it all down. So, you know who you are. Give your necks a wind in and settle down, chill out. Football's back this weekend, so let's talk about what's going to happen. Let's talk about how we're going forward. Or do we touch on some of the speculation first before the Chelsea game? I mean, we've had the rumours, obviously, about Grealish. We've had Sancho. Pochettino's been in the news this week. Do you believe any of it? Is it coming from good sources? Some say it is, some say it isn't. Doesn't matter what source it is for me. Until it's definitely happening, I don't care. It's a long way off the summer and a lot can change in that space of time. United may go on a great run and we may start clawing back some gap on this top four. That starts with Monday. We don't win on Monday, I'm pretty certain. I know I've said it before and we've come closer, but every time we do come close to the top four, we seem to bottle it and just fall away again. But if we do lose the game against Chelsea on Monday night, then I do think that top four is gone. And will that hamper what we are looking to do in the summer in terms of transfers? I've said this many a times before. Monday night being 9 points behind Chelsea with everyone chasing us behind, with the players coming back who will obviously make us better and make the squad stronger and give us a few more options, give Ollie some different options to pick from. There is 9 points doable. It's still hard to see, to be honest. I don't see Chelsea losing another 3 games and us winning the same sort of amount more than them, with everyone else chasing behind us. I mean, we're probably going to be bottom half of the table if we don't win on Monday, somewhere around there. And some will say that is where we actually belong. Coming towards March, well over halfway through February by the time we play this game, if we don't beat Chelsea and we're stuck on 9 wins and we're in the bottom half of the table, is that long enough? Is that long enough for people to think that it's not for Ollie, this job? You all know how I feel about Ollie. We're not going to get into that now. He's going to be here to the end of the season. It does not matter. But is that what... It's because obviously when we have a break and there's no football to talk about on the pitch, all the stories are made up. Newspaper articles have to be filled. United had a club that fills the newspaper articles. So is it all bollocks? Or is there anything actually behind the stories? The Pochettino one's come out again strong this week. There's some reports saying that the hierarchy are not happy with Ollie now and don't see us going forward. The main issue I have, and a lot of people ask me as a United fan, say, is Ollie the man to take you forwards? My answer has always been the same. I see it as Ollie is part of the plan of moving United forward, but I don't think he's the one who's going to take us to the glory years again. I just don't think he's got it in him. He has got good aspects of a manager, mainly off the pitch in terms of player recruitment and who he's got rid of. He has it's a young looking team now. The older players have started to be weaned out. The average players still getting game time, which is a downside, but he has done some good bits. But 9 wins all season, mid-table, having spent closing in on $250 million. in his first year. You'd expect it to at least be sort of stabilising, not getting worse. And I think that's where the argument is with it all with Ole. And if we can't improve this last stage of the season now, I do feel like it will be time up for him in the summer. Can United afford really to carry on with Ole at this rate, knowing that he's pretty much got what he's asked for so far in terms of money spent? I don't see any other club spending any more than what United have over the last 2 transfer windows. I'm pretty certain we are the top spenders. He's got rid of players that he didn't want to have there at the club. And I know we've got injuries and I want to see all our squad back and fully firing before I can really see if there is any difference. We have had some big wins, but is it enough? Is that where the Pochettino want, or is it just complete made up bollocks to fill newspaper articles as always when we've got a bit of a break? The international break's the same. Now we've got a winter break. They're just trying to fill up stories. The Grealish one, yeah, I would take Grealish at United. I would. I do think he's a good player and he would improve us. Sancho would definitely improve us. He's another player in a position we need. Yeah, and you could say Pochettino, yeah, in a lot of people's eyes. Until the season's finished, I'm not even going to say if that is what I want, because I want to see how well he does all the way through to the end of the season. And then it could be a manic summer. But it all comes down to what happens now for me the rest of this season. Starting Monday night, are we going to be 3 points behind Chelsea, or are we going to be 9 points behind, mid to bottom of the table, with 9 wins to our name all season, heading into spring? That's the question. What team is going to play against Chelsea that is going to change any sort of mood or any sort of optimism in United fans in the thinking that we can actually get something? Is it one of them because we're playing a better team again and we've got a good record against Chelsea so far that we're confident going into the Chelsea game? Is this a game where we can actually see ourselves winning? Our record at Stamford Bridge isn't fantastic, but you know what? We've beat him there once this season. We've beat him at Old Trafford this season. Ollie has got a good record against Lampard so far. Is it third time's the charm for Lampard though, and they end up beating us? It's going to be hard to see us coming back from that. The fact that we haven't scored a goal in 3 Premier League games. If we don't score against Chelsea, then alarm bells are ringing, aren't they? They really are. Bruno got time under his belt on the training pitch. Everyone's had a break. No excuses for fitness. Scott McTominay's back in training. Axel's back in training. They're both positives. Youthful energy and some other options in terms of defence and midfield for us, which is needed. You know, and like I said, they've had the break, so they're fresh off. There's no real excuse. All we're missing really now is Pogba and Rashford. I know, the 2 massive names for us and would make a massive difference, but we're just not going to see that combo come back. Well, definitely not together this season, I don't think. Pogba, we may have a chance of seeing again, but right now we're talking Chelsea, and if we don't beat Chelsea, and even if Pogba comes back, then I just think it'll be too much for us to claw back. So, in terms of how we're looking at this game, we know Bruno is going to play. Scott McTominay won't be fit enough. Does Igalo come in? There's still questions about his fitness, about the coronavirus. Has he been in quarantine too long enough, you could say? It's been pretty much 2 weeks, which is the normal one. I can't believe we're talking about that sort of thing over a football match. It's crazy what's going on in the world right now. It really is. And you know what? There's a lot of questions. We don't know. I think we can be pretty confident that we're going to see the likes of Matic and Fred play again. I don't expect to see Pereira. I expect to see Bruno in there alongside Fred and Matic. Hopefully Bruno in the hole in the number 10 position. Behind probably Greenwood, Martial. It's probably going to be Daniel James, knowing Ole. But we do have, what is the other option there? We've only got the young kids to look at past that. Lingard, I don't even want to mention him, to be honest. I don't think he's going to be able to change any of our luck this season, or he's going to improve us any way, shape or form. So that would probably be my front line. I'd have Bruno behind Greenwood, Martial and James. Probably our best lineup right now. Lacking numbers big time. Or could you play Mata in there? Mata might come in there. You never know. Fully fresh squad. Ollie's got the pick of everyone apart from the injuries I've mentioned, so you just don't know which way he's going to go with it. I don't see Mata fitting in anywhere unless he's playing in number 10. He doesn't suit any other role, and Bruno's here now, so please don't just force Mata into a position where he's ineffective, Ollie, because even though we are short on numbers, we're just going to be, in this sort of game against Chelsea, it's just not a game for him, I don't think. He could impact it later on in the game, maybe, but I don't see it. I don't see Mata starting this game. I don't see Lingard starting this game, which is why I'm going with the James Martial and Greenwood with Bruno Fernandes behind them. I want McTominay and Fred and Matic probably in the holding roles, because he is going to play two holding players, I'm pretty certain. Unless he does try the three at the back with the wing backs again. But we do see how ineffective Wan-Bissaka is alongside Lindelof in that sort of formation, so I don't know really with that one which sort of formation goes. If it is that, then we all know who he's going to be at the back. It will be a back five of Shaw, Wan-Bissaka. We'll have Brandon Williams, we'll have Maguire and Lindelof with De Gea in goal. That will be the five at the back option. Other than that, probably say Williams will miss out again, because Ollie always picks Shaw over Williams if he is playing a 4, which is criminal in itself. But that is, I think, the only team that we could probably look to be putting out there on Monday night. Let me know if you agree. We are short on numbers. Does Ighalo come in if he's fit? There's a question. There's another option. Obviously, after this weekend, I don't think there's going to be any excuse not to play Ighalo. We do need that option. Even if he makes the bench, it's a little bit of something for us. Something a bit different to change it up, and another option, which would be nice, because we do look a bit static and lacklustre in terms of plan B right now. Whether that be coaching, lack of players that can maybe change a game or change a formation. I do think we have got options there, but we just don't seem, the coaching staff, Ollie don't seem to have the confidence in changing it enough, or changing the players at right times to actually affect games. So if we go behind in this game, are we thinking it's all over? We haven't got, has there been any character building over this winter break, and have we going into this with a sort of different mentality? I don't know. Only the United players are going to be able to tell us this. We haven't scored in 3 Premier League games, so I think we'll be excited with a goal right now. So looking at it, it doesn't look very confident looking, not from my side anyway, but I just don't know how they're going to come back from the winter break. I'm hoping that we come back with a new lease of life, fresh players raring to go again. They've all been crying out for the winter break. We've had a good break. We've had the extra weekend as well with us playing on the Monday night, so no excuse. No excuse for tiredness, no excuse for lacklustre performances. We should be 100% ready to go. So in that sense, it all comes down to the tactics and how well he sets us up. That is the only thing that's going to lose us this game, really, because the players, like I said, fit, ready to go. So tactics, formation, that's where this game is going to be won and lost. Has Lampard learnt enough from the first 2 games? Because he always seems to fall into the trap when he comes to play United. So we will see, and it's not long away now, thank God. I know we have enjoyed, and luckily this course came along at the right time, so I didn't miss any games. But, God, it seems like it's been ages since we played. That Wolves game seems like oh God, and it seems ages ago. But, you know, it's back now, and Ollie has to put pedal to the metal even, and go for it now, because we ain't got any time now to be trying things. We ain't got any time to be trying to integrate people. You have to get the best out of these players that you can now. Otherwise, I do fear that his job is going to be on the line, because managers like Pochettino waiting in the wings, it's not always going to be like that. And he will wait till the end of the season, Pochettino. All he needs to make top 4 for me, or get in the Champions League. If he does, then I think he deserves to stay. Simply because it's an improvement. It is an improvement. If you get better every single season, then you can't really argue with that. You can't argue with that at all. You have to improve season by season. The fact that we are getting worse is the worry now after the money we've spent. And people say, yeah, we still haven't spent a lot on the Glazers, and Ed Woodward this and Ed Woodward that. 200 million from the summer to now is probably what I'd have expected United to have spent, to be honest. So we're at a level now where 4 or 5 players in, 8 or 9 players out. It's what we sort of expected. Yeah, the clientele that came in isn't what we expected. Although Bruno, Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, James have all been good buys. Igalo, bit of a left field one, obviously, but you know what? I'm looking at it now thinking, I'm not making any excuse here for the Glazers, but it's still a pathetic performance from them, and its club is being run like an absolute joke. But all he really can't complain. He's got some backing, and he's got a team there that he should be able to do something with. It's not going to be long before Pogba comes back as well. So, in terms of creativity and going forward, there's more options there now. We've got a target man. We've got a different option. We've got another baller in midfield who can score goals. So we get Pogba coming back. Then maybe the reliance on the forwards may ease, and we may get some goals from midfield, which is just non-existent this season. Without Pogba's stats and goals, then, you know, it's totally lacklustre. We don't get enough from our midfield. And the forward line, if they have a bad game, United have a bad game, we usually end up not scoring. Point proven. I'm still seeing everyone doing all the stats and backings for Martial this week. He's part of the problem. He ain't getting let off simply because he has got these stats and he doesn't get any service. You know what? I don't think a lot of United players are playing right now. Martial doesn't deserve any other credit. If people are digging him out deliberately because they don't like him, yeah, that's right. I can understand an argument against that. I ain't got an issue with Martial. If he plays bad, I'm going to rip him apart, like I do every other player. I ain't got a favourite player at United. There's no one in that squad that is my favourite, and I think has deserved to stay and warrant that United shirt. Not even De Gea has earned that for me this season, or the last 2 or 3 seasons now. So not one player. If one player left this club, would I be completely surprised or devastated? Not at all. Would not. And you know what? I think this is the first sort of era that I've been able to say that. So if you think I've got some sort of agenda against players like Martial, then you're sorely mistaken. If Rashford left, I won't bat an eyelid. Yeah, I'd be a bit concerned because I know nothing would come back the other way. But yeah, Rashford is a great player. Could be a great player. Martial could be a great player. We've got loads and loads of potential at this club. Potential ain't getting us nowhere right now. We need performance. We need players to step up now when our backs are against the wall, and none of them are doing it. Not to one. Not to the standard that I expect as a United fan. And what I think is the only way we're going to get out of this mess that we're in right now and get back into the top 4 so we can act like a big club again and start bringing in the players that want to play in the Champions League. Because like I said before, money isn't going to get you the players you want anymore. We're not the richest club anymore. Everyone can spend, everyone can afford to keep players and pay decent wages. So at the end of the day, it all comes down to what happens on the pitch. If the players aren't performing, they deserve all the critique that they get, and every single player is going to get it. I haven't got anything against any one player in particular, contrary to what some people may think. It's just the fact that these are our senior players now, and the ones I expect a lot more from. And if they don't perform, then I've got an issue with that. It's as simple as that. If you don't agree, no problem at all. But don't back a player just because you like him and think that he has got potential and isn't getting what he deserves. He is part of this squad. He will, I know, inevitably will be part of the issue of why we are where we are in this league right now, in the position we're in. The coaching staff, the players, the owners, Ed Woodward, all of them. Not one in particular, all of them are the reason that we are in this mess right now. So, take from that what you want. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think the scoreline is going to be on Monday. Do we stand a chance? Are you looking forward to seeing maybe a Igalo come in? Bruno's second game now, he's integrated fully into the squad. There's a lot of positives going forward and a lot for us to look forward to actually. But after Monday night and we don't win, if we don't win, I pray to God that we do because we really need this win, then the questions are going to start being asked again. Let me know what you think, people. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I will be back on Sunday, thankfully. Finished the course, back in Manchester. Live show is back up just before the Chelsea game. Let's pray that this weekend goes our way, or Monday night even. Let's pray that not everyone else wins in the league around us, because then we will be really up against it. Last thing we need is to be looking at that table from down there in the bottom half upwards. We can't afford as Manchester United to be doing that. See you at weekend, people. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy the weekend's football. Catch you then. See you later. Bye-bye.